mood tonight. Last few days. Episode 608, We Nerd World. How you guys doing? Welcome back, hopefully. This is always good too, man. This is how I've kind of been felt lately. This has been the mood set, the mindset. Pause and Paul guy to yapping in the background. Get this chat popped out just in case somebody comes back and sees it too. I ain't seen you yet, but welcome back. Any Macklemore fans, of course. I love this. We fucking rocked out to the thrift shop last night as well. What a great song. Money. What's up, Southern BT grower? Cheers. What are you smoking on? How has the beginning of your weekend been? I'm alone home this evening, so I'm gonna say mine's starting off pretty fucking good. What's up? Cheers, blind cat, been jamming motivation. Gold pounds, sunrise or sun grace sun, bro. 207. Sorry about that. Cheers. What are you guys smoking out? Mr. Green Fingers popping in. Like the ceiling can't hold us. That's the way I feel, man, about this project lately. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. Completely reinvigorated. What's up, Weedness 207? Man, my formal apologies to Mr. Weedness 207. I can't believe I forgot him the other night during the last shout out. I don't know how I could forget. Well, possibly forgot Weedness 207. Cheers to you, my brother. Multiple attempts to come in. One of you will get in. One of you will get in. They got me, learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching out. Feeling it. How can you not feel this song, huh? Dare you to listen to this song and not fucking get it bouncing. Want to get up and do something. What's up, Green Fingers? Can the ceiling hold you, Green Fingers? Can the ceiling hold you?
I don't know. I don't want
to say. You don't want to say. How you been, my friend?
I'm good.
Nothing can hold you.
Nothing.
Cheers, my friend.
How have you been?
Yeah. How you been?
Good. How have you been?
Good. Can't believe SoCal went to bed so early. He must have partied his ass out. Hopefully that was the case. His birthday was today, or yesterday.
It was that driving test. That whole little. I told him to get a scooter, try that shit instead of a big ass motorcycle, but they don't want to listen to me.
Tell me of the sobriety test that you're talking about. I've never tried it.
The test that they make you take on a bike is different than the car, so. I like that shit.
Really? How is it different, you know?
Well, out here they have like the DMV, they have a little course on site. So like like outside they have like 3 poles set up, and then like, or sometimes it's like a sphere, like literally like a big cement fucking round fucking ball. Like you have to like maneuver around it and shit, like really slow. So like a car, you get to go on the road and shit and take off with the driver, you know, like. But a motorcycle, you got to do it right there in front of them just standing there. Like they don't jump on the back with you. They don't ride bitch, you know? So it's like, what the fuck? Like it's a little different. But they just make you do like 3 or 4 maneuvers, like fucking make sure you could park, and then you could do a circle in a fucking 5-foot radius or some shit, or 6-foot radius. And I guess he can't do that. So he can't go slow with his big ass bike. It's so big. His bike's fucking, I can't step on his bike and fit on it. It's so fucking huge. And like, yeah, it's fucking got a 12-inch fucking clearance underneath it. So pretty high off the ground too. And they make you go real slow, like 5-mile fucking little circles both ways, like a figure 8, and then you go a circle, another circle, and that's it. And he can't do that shit because it's too big. Big ass bike. Cheers, Bingus.
What's up, guys? How you doing? How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing this evening?
Pretty high. Pretty high. I took a little extra.
Back through. Sorry about that.
A little extra microdose today.
Huh?
I was just fixing to go down.
Yeah. So things are a bit fuzzy in a good way, in a warm kind of way. If that
I'm
even
home
makes
alone.
sense. Oh yeah,
Have nothing
fun.
else to do.
Dude, that's. I wish I have kind of a weird living arrangement right now. I have kind of confined to my bedroom, and unless I want to disrupt others that live in the house. And so I got about a 3 or 4 hour window a day that I hit the garden fucking hard, you know. And then I go back into my hole. Fuck, I'm high though, dude. It's awesome. These are actually Blind Cat. Are you in the chat, dude? These are from Blind Cat. Very good, buddy. Thank you. How you doing, Green Finger?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
Good. Nice. Everybody's doing good. Yeah. Cheers, Chad.
Just finishing off this last joint from the last show there. A little bit of some silverback gelato from Med Grower One. Not from him. I grew it, but you know, his genetics.
Med grower. I always liked med. When I was doing my research before I was on paper, and I was doing research because I knew once I got off paper I was going to start growing, and I ran into his channel, I think, immediately. And then I ran into Mr. Tight, and then Dater, and Weed Nerds, and just kind of followed the breadcrumbs into the community. It's kind of fun.
You know, I wish that a lot of their videos they had such great information, clean, nice and deep, to the point, how-to videos before, like, you know, the more wanna chat type things were applied to it all. And of course, like Tight's channel, they're being taken down. Well, eventually it was taken down for personal reasons, but a lot of great information lost nonetheless. I think a lot of some of these techniques that we see in a lot of these current how-to videos are a lot of the same techniques that were taught or, you know, put out there by a lot of, you know, Tight, Mad, and a lot of that era of YouTubers, but never once do I hear this is I learned this from Tight. You know what I mean? Or this is something I picked up from Med Grower that I don't see a lot of that tipping the hat of, you know, kind of where it came from. I see moreover trying to be passed off as their tech or, you know, the way they're
I
doing
thought of it.
things.
Mr. Tight, I gotta, let's see, what did I glean there? The stool, the rolling stool, fucking love that. That's what actually made me think about banking carts. The syringe for the nutrients, fucking A, dude, I love that idea.
The up potting method, can't
Yeah.
forget that.
Exactly.
My plants are on casters currently because of Tight talking about the turning 90 degrees every day. You know what I mean? Just water and turn a 90.
Fuck, I forgot about that,
I
dude.
still do that shit.
Yeah, I do too, but
I
I forgot that's where I heard it. Fuck, you're right. That's crazy, dude. That was 5 or 6 years, 7 years. I don't even know. It was a while back. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, what's up,
That
guys?
was around 10.
10 years.
That was around 10, 12 at the latest. That's how far back that kind of goes. Cheers, Johnny. Nice to see you up, running, and looking healthy. Of course, you had your little spiel there where
I don't know if I look healthy. My eyes are half shut. I haven't been able to quite open them ever since this happened.
well, that's how we see you normally, Johnny. We're usually pretty intoxicated this time of evening.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd come on with my Gromies and smoke out because I miss you guys. You know. Oh man, I'll tell you what, man. It has been one hell of a week. One hell of a week. Today, I was adjusted out of my recliner from a sound of breaking glass. And I went outside and somebody had just got done booshing out a window in my next door neighbor's house so they could crawl in. And this house is the one that's been all that shit going on. You know what I mean? So somebody broke in there because it's an empty, vacant unit. They figured, well, shit, I'm just going to live here. We have no laws in America anymore. So ended up having like 15 cops, 10 to 15 cops down there. They had all their pistols were pulled. They had the dogs were out. They were all screaming, you know, orders. And the house was screwed shut. There was no way this person was going to walk out a door. I mean, it was literally, it was shut. You know, the only way to get in was break in a window and crawl through it. That's what she did. So, interesting shit. Glad to be back in here. I'm going to smoke a hit with you guys now. Cheers.
Cheers, Johnny.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, chat room.
It sucks that medicine can fucking take you so far off of a track like that, man. That's my whole bitch with fucking pharmaceuticals, man. It's that fucking unseen side effect that you never see coming.
This person, you wouldn't even know who she was if you'd have known her, because her face was distorted. You know what I'm saying? She had a scrunchy up, angry looking face with a weird, chaotic smile. You know, it was just.
I see that every morning.
Yeah. Is that looking back at you here?
Oh man, yeah. Pharmaceuticals are designed to treat you and not cure you, and the Rockefeller family got the American Medical Association going, and we've been fucked
yeah.
ever since.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, today I heard they were going to take medical people from the Veterans Administration because they don't have enough people to work on all the people on the border that are coming across. So they're taking it from our boys and girls that have died for our country. They're taking it from them first. That makes 100% sense to me. You know. So if you have any kind of gumption for the veterans, I would suggest calling your senators, congressmen, and tell them, fuck you, don't do that shit to our veterans. Because they're the tip of the spear, man. They're the people that count. And giving us what we got here in our country. Sorry about getting all that way on.
Feel better now?
No.
Oh, okay.
It felt good.
I think we need to get you hooked up with Blind Cat's medicine. Thanks, Blind Cat.
So all of my tests came through with flying colors. They said I have a heart of an athlete. No problem starting my heart back up.
Nice.
My lungs are crystal clear. No noises or anything in there. Is that amazing or what?
Oh, shit.
That's what that is.
It's not, I don't think that shit's
clean weed.
a surprise to anybody in this chat that you have a big old healthy heart. And I'm not surprised at all, John.
They said there's nothing going to stop that fucker. You know, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I find out on the 7th on my operation.
Well, as long as they don't remove your head, you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you know, as long as they can put it back on with a little bit of gorilla tape. We'll say gorilla tape because that's 300 mile an hour. You know,
the last fusion I had, Johnny, they took the disc out, clean. Then they have this other plastic thing that has 2 knives. They slick that where the disc used to be, and then they turn the screw in the disc, and the knives go in the upper and in the lower disc below it.
Walk into it.
Yeah. And then they, all the shit that they cleaned out, they use that as a little slurry, and they put some other ingredients and shit in there, and they pack that in there around that, like a mason would do with a brick. And then they let you have,
out of your,
they let you sit there and percolate for a good 2 or 3 hours in your meds, which is quite wonderful, I must say. And you get to talk to all the nurses and stuff. And then they send you home. You don't even spend the night. You just go home.
Well, they're going to actually keep me overnight just because of the shit that just happened.
They want to get maximum insurance money. I get it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's all right.
Well, you know, with what just happened to me, I don't give a fuck. They can have it, you know. I'd rather be walking out.
You're going to feel it's going to work for sure.
I'm really excited about it. But
just
very apprehensive.
over time, the disc above and below is going to get weakened, and it's not a permanent fix is what I'm getting at. That's why I've had 3 surgeries.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long apart?
First one worked really well. I mean, you're on your first, so, but I went out and started playing sports again like an idiot. You're not going to do that.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
No,
you're not going to do that. So it'll probably last you, I'd say, 5 to 10 years, depending on how active you want to get. And then
that's good. I should be able to start a farm by then.
And then the one above and below, it just depends on which one goes, and then that one. Then you have 2 fused, and your balance gets off. And Like I fell in the bathtub. Fuck, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Because my balance is fucked, dude. Your neck, believe it or not, your head is like the gyro for your whole vehicle that
It
you're
is.
riding around in. So now, even now, when I stand up, I kind of have to, because I've had three, So anyway, just saying, my head's still on. I'm very pain-free, more so because of cannabis and other
And
additives.
you can still communicate well with people too, so I like that.
When I'm shrooming, I don't know if it's as good, but it's like I'm walking on padded air that's coming out of my mouth. That even makes
Oh,
sense.
that's really weird. That's
I don't
really
know.
weird.
I don't know. That's weird. I don't even know if that makes sense. It seems different as the vibration kind of, it's like I can feel it, like it has a,
Like there's a cushion and like a insulator between your stuff. You can't quite get the feeling, right?
it's cool.
Neat.
Digging the vibe there, Vegas.
What?
I said I'm digging your vibe tonight. You're a little bit slower tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you medicated?
Kind of in the experimental kind of. You seem kind of in an experimental kind of like everything's new tonight, almost.
Things are
Looking
a
through
lot-
baby's eyes this evening.
colors are brighter.
Are you shrooming?
I am.
Oh, awesome.
Blind Cat, when he came up, Blind Cat knows my living arrangement. It's not the fucking greatest. And, but this makes it a lot better. It really does. So, yeah. I took a little extra. I filled the cap up. It was a 00 cap, right? And I crammed that fucker. I grinded it all up in my little, and then I packed that fucker. I didn't weigh it. I just went, and then the magic happened.
Began.
Yes. So I'm pretty sensitive to them. It didn't take a lot. I mean, usually I only go, I don't know, 100 milligrams, and I'm feeling pretty good. But I think this was more like 500 milligrams, where things are getting brighter and my vibrations actually feel like pillows coming out of my mouth too.
That's where that was coming from. That wasn't the shock in your neck.
It's pretty cool. Blind Cat communicating says cortisone can deteriorate tissue over time in the treated area almost to a gel-like substance. I think we're talking about the vertebrae mortar. He showed me the little fucking the little thing, and he turned the screw and the spikes went up. I go, whoa. He goes, yeah, we've come a long way. I'm like, what? I was hoping to spend the night, but no. No, you're good.
So does that actually align your shit when it locks into it?
I assume so. I hope so.
That's
I don't know. I mean, I'm a little off, so it's kind of hard to say it. Dude, here's the other thing I've learned about surgeries. And it's like, dude, it's almost like carpentry, all right? Every carpenter has their own little techniques, their own little tricks, their own little way they cut shit, right? And some carpenters are actually butchers. And I think some surgeons are as well. So, yeah, you want to choose a good user. The last guy, see, after a couple of these surgeries, first guy was a fucking hack. I'm telling you. Second guy kind of knew what he was doing. Third guy was really good, but he was younger, fresh out of college, knew all the new techniques, had a good track record. I did my research. Of course, back in the first one, I don't think we had internet. I don't fucking remember. But yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit all over the place. Neck surgery sucks, put it that way. The second neck surgery Johnny had, this nurse.
Was a nurse.
Oh, she came actually when you're in the room prior to going into surgery, they shoot you with all the goodies. And I'm just looking around for anybody to talk to when she comes rolling up. And I'm just and I'm not even sure what I was saying, right? And after surgery, she comes in to see how I'm doing. Whoa. And she's hot as fuck, which I didn't realize.
I bet you were telling her all kinds of nice shit.
Oh, we dated actually. We dated for a little while.
I see. You must have said something just right.
Anyway,
you were in your groove when you were in that medicine mood.
As most smart nurses, she ended up marrying a doctor.
Wow, that's awesome.
See you, Bingus. Thanks. Anytime, sweetheart, keep my number. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
So, I'm joking. I never heard from her again.
Right.
Doctor, are you kidding me? Fuck you, miss that.
So, Johnny B is another person in cannabis that has been through a neck surgery gauntlet, as far as that goes, too. The Canadian grower there, if you know who he is.
Yeah, mine's a stage 2. What stage did you have?
This was pretty bad. He was in are you going to be in the cage there for a bit?
Actually, they told me I could walk right out of there with my head on my shoulder.
Really?
Yeah. And I said, really? Because he's fucking going through here, pulling shit apart, going in there and pack. You know? He said the only thing you might have is a hard time swallowing, which I've had the last week here. You know, just from everything that happened. So I already had a pre-attack of that kind of shit that I'm going to be going through, you know.
You're going to have to shave your beard, aren't you, to get in there?
Yeah, I'm going to have to come up here and shave underneath. He's going to just push this up and stuff it in my nose or in my mouth or something.
Put a face diaper on you, you'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, he said I have
all
to,
Captain Lou.
yeah, Captain Lou.
See, Greenfingers, he wants some neck surgery. It looks like he's prepared.
Hell no, dude. That shit frightens me, bro. You're fucking.
I tell you, you'd be surprised what pain will make you do, bro.
You would be surprised what pain will.
I used to. I can tell you, I would skip work sometimes and just go to my friend's house and ice pack my neck and not tell my wife. No. It was terrible. Fucking terrible. Back there. And shit, I'm a young kid. I want to do shit, man. I'm like 28, 27 years old.
How old you were when that happened?
When I had my first surgery, or when I broke my neck, I was 17.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I did it.
No wonder you wanted to go out and play.
I did it playing football. I didn't realize my neck was broken. It was a spiral fracture, and I wore a brace for a while, and it healed, and then grew a bone spur that ended up crushing my spinal cord in my late 20s, and that's when I had my first surgery. But I was still athletically out there doing shit. I didn't realize my neck.
there kicking ass, man. You were young. I mean, shoot. Heck yeah, I totally understand what you're saying now. I thought maybe you're a little bit older than the first operation. So I'm thinking to myself, man, crazy motherfucker.
I played sports till I was 40, I think.
Yeah, I did. I played till I was about probably 35, right in there. I was very active in the sports. But man, my work that I did was very active. I was very motivated every day. As much as I was working 3 jobs a day. And so that's probably why my heart's in such good condition, because I've always been pushing.
My buddy Brian Cantel cannot tell actually contacted me days in the community, and he has Crohn's disease, and we've worked together on different hemp oils to get the Crohn's disease under control, which that happened, and he ended up getting a major heart attack. He had to go to the hospital. He had like 90% blockage on one and 80% on the other, and had a heart attack. He thought it was a Crohn's attack, right? And they went in there and said, "No, your Crohn's disease is looking good, but your heart's a piece of shit." So they put stents in him, and so I'm going to send out a shout out to Brian. Get well soon, buddy. I've been there. Heart surgery, God, 7 years ago, actually. Now. So things will get better. Things will get better. Bud, how you doing, man? How's it going?
Kilowatt, welcome in.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Better. Have to say better.
Yeah, it would be better if my contact would quit fucking with me, buddy. Holy cow, man. I don't know what I got in it, like the middle of the last episode, but man, if you watch that episode, man, I started fucking digging at it, and then I'd like grab some paper towel. That thing just started leaking like a fucking faucet and shit. And now it feels like there's a piece of sand under there. So
that hurts.
I just was trying to rinse that thing, man. It just some days.
So basically,
man,
what you're feeling there, Eagle, is you got a scratch on your eye right now, and it feels like a piece of sand. It's probably not even in there.
It could be
probably got it out.
It could be. I used, when I was 19, 18, I worked for a optometrist. And I used to teach people how to put contacts on. Of course, back then they didn't have, they were just getting into the soft lenses. But those are the ones that can create the issues. Sometimes you get a little thing in it, and like you'll have something that's scratching your eye, and it'll actually scratch the surface or the inside surface of the contact. So then it's just like trying to plane your cornea down.
Right.
What it feels like.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you might want to get some new noodles to put in your eyes. I did with as much weed as I smoke. I can't. My eyes are too dry. Although I haven't tried the new ones, so I shouldn't say that, right? I should try them.
Well, I have good days and bad days. I find outdoor days are a hell of a lot better than indoor days smoking. That's for sure. And I'll tell you this, man, from hitting that like drops all the time, that's what this shit's from. Like this, like the bags and the dryness under the eyes is from the fucking dryness from fucking this shit all the fucking time. Rinsing and drops. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth it, to be honest with you.
I found these little gadgets, right? And they're great for when I'm sitting here at the computer. If you get a sweat going, you're like, let's say you're in the garden and you're talking to somebody or you're trimming or something, it's getting a little sweaty, and you squint or something like that, and they go, And then all of a sudden your plant's wearing your glasses. Yeah, so they have a limitation.
The Morpheus glasses.
Well, they don't have handles because when I
Yeah,
wear my
I did
nice
notice
earphones
that
because I'm half fucking deaf and I can't hear anybody, I wear these suckers. But then when you have glasses, shit, you end up with a migraine and it's just like. So,
This brings up another addition to the contact dilemma. There is the trichomes. Man, I don't know how many times in a day that I think, well, it isn't necessarily the contact or getting something in there. It might initially be that problem, but it's more over the fucking idiot that doesn't wash his hands after he's broke up after fucking 5 joints. And he's got these fucking, you see fucking resin thumb there, resin fucking finger. These are the 2 that I use for my contacts, all fucking resin coated. You know what I mean? And your eyes do not like fucking cannabis or trichomes, resin.
Well,
So I
and the
think
worst thing,
that's some of the problem. Sorry,
the
buddy,
worst
go ahead.
thing, oh, I'm sorry. The worst thing when you get the sticky cannabis up around your eyes is it's sticky. And like, even if you're trying to wash it out, the water doesn't necessarily, not that water soluble. And once it's up in there, man, I've had that happen. Yeah, like all of us a lot of times touch your eyes with remnants of weed, and yeah,
can't actually
definitely.
put the alcohol in your eye to get the.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to put alcohol in my eye. A lot of times it's just, you got to wait it out. Like, yep, half hour or so. And
some big glob if something comes out,
Usually whenever your eye gets messed up, yeah, messing with it kind of sometimes makes it worse.
You don't take the alcohol the eye shooters. They used to do that.
I know what. I know part of the problem is, but I didn't want to gross everybody out. It's like there's like an eye zit in there under in my lid. You pull it back, and there's like a big old white head.
That's called a chalazion.
My contact keeps.
Dude, that's a chalazion, and you need to go see an eye doctor and have that sucked out because it'll get bad.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a skin tag, but in your eye, right?
It's a pore that is plugged. It's more like a cyst.
That's it.
Yeah. Seriously, brother, you want to take care of that. It's a bad thing.
I watched it on the pimple popper thingy on. It's fucking crazy. That one's like serious. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
The things that we'll watch on TV.
Oh, yeah, that one's a serious one. If that gets infected, that one goes crazy. Yeah.
Those happen though. I'm sorry.
What's
that doctor's name? Green Fingers?
I fucking can't remember at all right now. I totally blanked. And I thought about all the gross shit that I've seen. I'm like, oh, bro.
She's into it.
Dirty fingers in your eyes is what causes that growth.
As you sit here and watch me just grind away on it. Really?
Yeah, chalazion.
Don't.
Yeah, that was a very common thing. That's why I remember that. We used to see that a lot. People that wear contacts, especially because you're fucking around with your eyes like that. Anyway. It's kind of weird. Eyeball's a tough membrane. I mean, it can rebuild itself in like 16 hours. The cornea is the only real sensitive aspect of the eye. The conjunctiva, the white aspect, there's no feeling at all. You can sit there and poke that all day long and not feel nothing, but try getting it up into the color aspect. It's like, what did they say? It's as painful as these things. An eye injury can be as bad as pregnancy, which I hope never to experience. But
you experienced pregnancy?
I said I hope I never do.
Oh, I misheard you.
It'd be kind of impossible in this lifetime. And live, I don't know though. Fuck, buds, with the way shit are going.
I figure the medical talk, like, yeah, try to change the subject to something a little more lighthearted here.
Yeah, we get surgery our way. Wait, Johnny's going for surgery. Everybody's getting fucking old and having shit go wrong, man. The car has to be fixed. You know?
Well, I'm one of these like anti. So I haven't seen a doctor at all, except maybe for stitches in 30 years.
Right
like,
on, man.
And I mean, my personal view, my friends, my same age, some of them, it starts with a soldier surgery or whatever the doctor thing starts. And it just one thing after another, I noticed. Like, so a lot of them unrelated, you know, once you start seeing the doctor, it's one thing after another. Now, yeah, I'm not the healthiest guy. I don't try to even be. And I'm sure that if I went to the doctor, they would probably be like, yeah, you need to do this or that. But yeah, I just stay away from them because in my life, I noticed, yeah, you start going to them and it's like you can't get off of it. Like,
People, I think, revere doctors a little bit too much as well. I mean, my heart doctor actually fired me because I wouldn't take his pharmaceuticals. And he goes, well, if you're not going to take the pharmaceuticals, well, I don't need to see you. I said, what? You firing me? And he goes, no, I just don't need to see you. And then I went to my cannabis doctor. To get my license renewed, you have to go through your medical cannabis doctor. And he used to be in the cardiology aspect of medicine. And I told him that story and he laughed and he said, well, he's worried about his peer reviews. I go, what's that? In the American Medical Association, you have peer reviews. And if your patients aren't doing what the pharmaceutical companies want them to be doing, then you're not going to have a high grade and it can affect your pay and your ability to work for big hospitals and make the big money and all that.
Well, isn't that how they do it in Europe? Like incentivize the doctors to get results from their base of patients and then they get paid more? Or I maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I thought
they just have to follow procedures that have been set by the American Medical Association.
Yeah,
and if they do that, and to make sure that they're doing that, I guess, but since they have these peer reviews, right? And you get a score. And if you want to make the, like get offered the elite positions in the medical field, you have to have a good peer review score. And this is what my cannabis doctor was telling me, which I have a funny feeling his peer review score was not very good. And that's why he's a cannabis doctor. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, but to work in the big places and then all that stuff matters.
Yeah.
Like to get a job at the Scripps big hospital or be a specialist in one of those hospitals, then all that peer review stuff matters
Now I'm in a position where I really do need to probably see a heart doctor since I have had open heart surgery and it actually extended my life. But finding one that's not going to be concerned about its peer review is pretty much impossible. I mean, so you go there and they want you to get you on these statins and all these other freaking pharmaceuticals, and I won't do it. So I'm like you, Buds. I didn't see a doctor for 25 years until I had to fix my neck. I mean, it was just either that or kill myself. It was like, fuck.
Well, there's a little more to my story. And, my dad's seen doctors. In the early 90s, I got tested positive for hepatitis C and continued throughout the years to be retested for different reasons on my viral load of my hepatitis C, which when I got married, it was a huge thing. And she would get tested a lot more than me because she was like hypochondriac and always had a reason to go to the doctor and was worried. And so for all these years, I'm living with hep C which is basically a fatal disease, right? I used to think that every time I was burnt out, it was because of Hep C and all these symptoms that I thought was Hep C. Well, a few years ago, going on more than a few years ago, they finally developed the medicine that's like a cure. And so I went to I didn't have a doctor. I just went to like the one I found in town, you know, and he tested me. I went there to get put on, I forget the name of it, but there's a cure for hepatitis C. And a couple days go by and he calls me and he says, yeah, we need to come in, or actually not come in, but go to this other lab. We need to have you tested again. I'm like, well, what? He says, well, we think we got like a false negative or whatever. And so I tested again. Well, negative. Okay. The issue is that I had like 10 years worth of positives. So there is no way that you test negative because they're testing for an antibody. So if you've been exposed to hepatitis C, you will always test positive for that. And that's what they're testing for. So yeah, they contacted Scripps in La Jolla here that has the big Hep C whatever department, and we tested a third time, and that was the final time where they declared, no, you do not have hepatitis C, you do not have antibodies for hepatitis C, and matter of fact, like, yeah, you're not eligible for the medicine, you know, that was the end of it. Well, that was like, I can't even tell you, I lived with thinking I was fatal for like all these years, right? It was always in the back of my mind. And every time I didn't feel energized, and then all of a sudden I don't have it. And even that, they wanted me to go to the Scripps and go through like, I don't know, they were interested in my case because even what I told the doctor, yeah, I drink a shitload of coffee, a lot, like unhealthy amount, barely enough water, and don't drink anything else. And I smoke weed all day long, lots of it. Even back then, I was smoking more. And if anything kicked Hep C out of my body, that would be what I think kicked Hep C out of my body, which there are these rare instances that, yeah, your body kicks it out itself. But even those, you would still have the antibody. So somehow I don't even have antibody. So it's one of those things. Well, yeah, if I didn't trust doctors before that, oh, now it's no, like they don't know what the fuck. Like, well, first I had it, make me live like I'm gonna die, and then you tell me I don't have it, and you have no explanation. And yeah, that was probably about 10 years ago. I'm anti-doctor now for sure.
Oh, yeah. Something's rotten in Denmark or the AMA. I would think.
But I don't have hepatitis C, okay? And
now you got post-traumatic stress. You got post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, for so many years, I
thought
I had that. So ultimately, it was such a relief. Like, I can't tell you what a huge off my shoulder when it took me months to really accept it. Like, it wasn't as simple as that. Like even I doubted. I wasn't sure, you know. You've
been traumatized, dude. You were traumatized.
Well, I don't traumatized, not me. Nothing traumatizes me. It was just another day in the life.
Give me time, bro. Give me
another day in the life, you know, the way I look at it. But yeah, that's my story with that, you know.
Oh, fuck.
I shared a little bit on Instagram the other day. One of my favorite things after talking to D-Zombie, a buddy Kilowatts there. One of my favorite things in the world is just, because I'm home alone, happens to be sitting in my lap. I'll share it with you.
Maybe move him.
There she is. Hello to everybody, Ruby. What up, Ruby? Yeah. This little girl right here melts my heart. I don't care what kind of mood I'm in. As soon as I pick her up, it's she brings smiles.
She's a cutie.
This is the one right here that my girls make fun of me every day because I immediately, as soon as she comes running, pick her up and like, as you can see, I hold her like a baby most times, and she loves to be rolled back and be held like a baby, and I'm all all for about an hour every morning as I drink my coffee and shit. My kids always laugh at me because she's like, they all think it's funny. Really kind of a big guy for that little dog. But it's funny. I do love it. Miss Ruby Doobie.
Looks very lovable. Dude, I am arcing. Yes.
Smoke and Grow Fraser actually has kin to her, actually brothers and sisters. So basically, I think it's his daughter. I brought down a set, and I believe his daughter got the boy version of this dog here, and then he kept the long hair version, the more Yorkie, because basically it's a Chorkie, half Chihuahua, half Yorkie.
Sure.
And he got the more Yorkie of the two. It's nice to see some of the genes float down into the weed nerd world.
They don't
Got
live
10
long
dogs
enough.
around me right now.
They don't live long enough. They need to live longer. I look at them as humans in training. You know, they know they know their name, right? So they have self-awareness. I mean, you know, and they actually talk to you sometimes. I mean, in different ways. But
You're muted, buddy.
It's all right. Because
Sorry,
things you quit talking over me, motherfucker.
I thought I was
Probably.
talking over you, and I turned out I was muted. Thank God. But no, I said to my friends over the years, if I could ask God for one thing, it would be that dogs' lives and human lives were the same. And if that meant my life was shorter or what, but because, oh man, I've had so many dogs over the years, and yeah, 7 to some of them have lived as much as 19 years, but those are the most heartbreaking things ever. And they happen repeatedly when you love dogs and have, multiple dogs in your life. It's just part of it. And yeah, if I could get one thing, that would be it.
I think that would be a good thing.
Yeah, I think there's a period in time where you got to start hating your dog.
Right.
You can't hate them. Look at that.
That's
Look at all those
impossible.
dogs.
How do
I
you
know.
do that?
I haven't been able to find that.
You haven't found that moment yet.
Yeah.
Good.
No.
Good.
But
Look,
I feel like it should be like that. When you get mad at them, so it's not as hard, because man, it's a heartbreaking moment.
Yeah.
after my last dog died several years back, I said no more pets. It killed me. I hated it.
Yeah.
And then we moved to the other side of town, and this little kitten with a broken paw, where she'd put her paw in the door and somebody slammed it on her, comes rolling into my garage. And there we go again. And I'm not a cat man. I am now. And I made a deal with her, you can have the garage, food chain and everything. And that was cool. And then she finally made it into all our hearts, and she came into the house. We called her Scraggy because that's what she looked like when she showed up. And then one day she spent all day in my lap, just being cool. And then she wanted outside and kind of looked at me like, yeah, I'll see you. And that was it. She was gone. She was older. Fuck, to this day, man, I just want to cry talking about it, you know? And then I come here and fuck, my son and his girlfriend have 2 cats. I spend more time with them than they do. I don't know, you can't get away from it, you know? The heart little, they grab your heart, you know?
Those are good moments, though, too.
They are.
You know?
I got 2 cats waiting for me every morning when I wake up. They want their love.
I have an absurd amount of dogs. All of them vary from this right here to no bigger of this is the other one of Bubby, come here. Bub, this is the one that sings the Mendo Dope songs. This is Bubba.
Oh, that was cool.
Got a
Yeah.
mohawk.
Yeah.
I got a mohawk. I love it.
Yeah, it's a natural mohawk too. And a lot of times when I'm riding around with him, because he won't let me leave the house, I usually spike it up while I'm like petting him because it is a natural mohawk.
I love it.
But this guy here, man, he chose me. You know, there was the litter born, and I was like, man, all these dogs gotta go. These dogs gotta go. And it was kind of like Doobie there. She came back running back. Kind of like Doobie there. He followed me around the house and wouldn't, he chose me. You know what I mean? And he was such an adorable puppy that I couldn't, you know what I mean? So he ended up staying around, and he's 11 now. But
Wow.
yeah,
Do the smaller
a
dogs
faithful
live longer?
Chihuahuas, they say 20 years in good health.
Really?
In good health. Yeah.
Each breed of dog, when you get into it, has its ailments that are common. Like Chihuahuas, for instance, it's heart disease, and it's real common amongst that breed. And yeah, I've had a few.
Yeah, when you're a Chihuahua, you're pissed off at everything because everything's bigger than you.
Well, like the doctor that treated ours, he was a PhD, Dr. Quawick, and specialized in internal medicine for toy dogs. He was like brilliant, but like he explained it like 1 grain of salt, because like ultimately the salt in the diet is a contributing factor. And yeah, he explained like, yeah, your dog's 1 pound or 4 pounds, and 1 grain of salt is a lot. And yeah, so my dogs don't eat any salt, which means they lick me to death because there's salt in my skin, and they're always craving salt. But yeah, the Chihuahuas get no salt.
Interesting stuff.
Interesting fact there. I didn't know.
No more salt for you,
Yeah.
Shamgar.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
to be
salt.
honest, the vet told me that there is a certain amount that is healthy. Okay. So like my particular diet for my Chihuahuas has been, they're on a grain-free kibble, good quality kibble, but I feed them ground turkey with no seed, no salt, just ground turkey, which for the Chihuahuas was, well, I mean, even recently, I was getting the stuff like 3-pound loaf for like under $6 for the longest time, and shit, today I had to pay $8.99 for the same thing. Holy shit, that changes the equation a little, but it's still way less expensive and way better quality than if I was to even use a high quality canned food for them. And diet, ultimately, if you're trying to take your dog long-term, longevity, it's diet. And the days of Alpo and all the real bad food we used to feed our dogs when I was a kid, yeah, a lot of that is why dogs lived a lot less. And today, yeah, between grain free, this, that, even Alpo is a better quality than it was
I don't know about
years
that,
ago.
buddy. I
Well,
don't know
yeah,
about that.
maybe
I've
not.
seen a thing on the Fifth Estate about dogs getting cancers. It's what they were saying, and I think my dogs will fucking attest to what I'm saying. And I think it's weird. I'll go to that later. But what they were saying is a lot of these dog foods get tested before the preservation process, and there's something
Oh,
that happens in the drying process that is terrible for the animal itself and is cancer causing and knocks years off their life. And my dogs, man, as they eat the food, man, they will pick through it, man. They'll go and they can be the same, you know what I mean? The same size, same color, and they'll be like, nope, 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 this one. Nope, 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 this one. So I think a lot of it, they're mixing 90% bullshit in with, 1% fucking good shitter. You know what I mean? So I want to be hopeful in what you're saying, but dogs say no.
Yeah, well, I saw a thing that is going a while ago, but like the most profitable sector in like food, period, like incredible profits is from pet foods. Like from the low end pet food all the way to the high end pet food, the amount of profit that is in that, like literally a lot of pets, dogs eat on a day-to-day basis equal to what a person spends on themselves, like with no questions asked, like bags of kibble for $50 and up, and cans of food for $2-3, and yeah, it's a huge.
that's why I shop at the auction.
I grew up kind of my parents. Yeah, if a dog had, a vet, and if the bill was too much, like my parents would say, oh, they went for a ride or something, like. Where then today, well, I have that attitude myself a little more. My wife, she had the attitude no matter what, even to the point where the vet took me to the side and said, yeah, this is what do they call it? A condition of life? No, there's like a term with you,
Euthanasia.
the vets. Well, where you're basically, yeah, there might be suffering more. There's a term. But yeah, that wouldn't matter to her. And the amount of money, and a couple times I'm like, yeah, we don't have the money. She's like, well, I'm just going to borrow it from whoever, which just meant we would have to pay them back. Like there was no saying no to her. Now, a couple of her dogs made it. Like, yeah, the one Peanut lived 19 years as a Chihuahua, a toy Chihuahua. It only weighed less than a pound. And those dogs barely get 10, 12 years. So yeah, everyone has their own thing with that. When one of those specialist vets, which is the biggest racket there ever is, right? I mean, I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but
I got to tell you that we had a vet they took the cat to the vet because some fur was missing on his back when he was younger. Oh, he has a protein problem, so you have to buy this special food, right? Which is fucking 3 times as expensive. Meanwhile, 3 years goes by, and I told him right off. I go, he doesn't need any special nothing, right? And so he couldn't get the regular food for a while because of the crisis that we're having in the world, right? So, oh, sorry, can't get it now. Oh, fuck. So we have to give him the regular stuff. Fucking loves it. Lost weight. I couldn't believe there's a tremendous difference.
and I will bet that food you had to buy is made by a company called Science Diet, right?
I think so.
which
actually.
makes all the specialty foods
Yeah.
for vets. Like every ailment you have, they have a special food for it. That's like you say, 3 times as much. And yeah, like most likely there's not much different in any of that food, right?
It was kind of amazing to me that
Yeah.
was the case.
Well, it's a racket. And in our generation, me and Bingus are probably from the last generation that people didn't quite care for their pets like they do now.
No,
Like
you're right.
today, you know, pets are, well, they have data of like how much money people spend on their pets, and it's incredible. I'm one of those people, but
It's
yeah,
lucrative, very lucrative industry. Animals, people will spend more on their animals than they will on themselves. You know, it's crazy.
yeah,
And rightly so, in my opinion, after having a few pets. I mean, you kind of get into that mode where that love is
Unconditional.
there's no value you could put on it, really. You know, seriously. I wish humans would act like that sometimes. You know.
well, but when you come in contact with people from other cultures, you find they like pets, they have pets, but they don't do the stuff we do for pets. Like pets are like, at least like my girlfriend who's from the Philippines. Yeah, they have dogs and cats over there. They love their dogs and cats, but oh, God forbid they would ever spend like any serious money for the health of their pet. That's not part of their thinking. I mean, pet dental work is really important, especially for some breeds, and the cost to have dental work done on your dog is twice as much as it costs to have it done on yourself. Like for them to pull teeth or to clean teeth or do whatever on a dog. If you've ever taken your dog to, they have special dentists for dogs, and those guys make more money than a regular dentist. Serious.
Gosh, all these things
Why
I
I
should
get
have
my
known.
dog bones.
I should have known all this stuff when I was younger.
Now, I'm sure in Oregon, it's a little different than in SoCal, you know, especially in the coastal area of SoCal, as far as like, you know, what people are willing to spend on their on their dogs, you know.
Oh, it's the
same everywhere.
they have like
yeah, there's rich people everywhere.
Yeah, they have vet places every 5 miles in Oregon. I swear. Grooming or doctors or
well, the thing about the specialty one, this is, and I've had multiple dealings with them. Here's how the game works. The vet, they run the thing, so they know exactly what every procedure costs, or roughly, but you'll never get to talk money at all with the actual doctor or vet, nor the nurse, because there's like, it's like a used car lot where there's a closer. There's a person whose job it is that isn't at all accredited to be a vet. They're financial people, even though they wear the outfit. But then once they figure out the bill, they're going to send that person in to close, get you to either pull out your credit card or pay in full, right? Because one thing they know is you can't give credit on pet things, because if something goes sideways, people aren't going to pay. So all the money up front, right? And that person, yeah, that's the part of the relationship that bugs me, the closer, the person that comes in. Because a couple times, if you go line for line, you can probably find, like, depending, you know, if it's a few $1,000 procedures and all that, a couple things that they don't really need to do, that they're only putting on there, maybe they're going to do. But if you don't bring that up, oh, for sure they're going to do. Like whenever they give you a high and a low, oh, expect it to be a little bit higher than the high. That's how the game works. It's like a game. And it's not, there's these companies that bought up, it's like conglomeration. So forget the name of the one, but they bought all the individual vets up to create this corporation called whatever, specialty, whatever vets and stuff. And yeah, it's a racket.
Bendover.com. Bendover.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big racket. Yeah. And even the saddest part is the few times I was in there, yep, we had money, so we forked it out. There would be people crying and with their kids that when the bill was presented to them, they had no choice. They didn't have the money. And that place showed no mercy. It was basically, once you didn't have the mercy, please get out of our lobby and here's your dog. You know what I mean? That's how they are. And it's a cold business once you get under it and see like, yeah, I couldn't imagine work being, you know, a lot of people get into veterinary because they care about animals. But most of the jobs in veterinary, because of this conglomeration and the way they run the industry, yeah, it's cold-hearted. It's cold-hearted, and it's all about money. Now you can find an intro vet if you're lucky, but they're hard.
This one is the twin to the one Smoking Girl Frazier has. This is the long hair version here of this little girl here. There you go. Look. She is so cute. She's got that long jaw.
It's taken you 600 and over 600 shows to finally pull out your dogs and show them all to us?
No, I've actually pulled them out before. But this girl here, I've actually told her story. This girl right here, believe this or not, this girl, when she was small, she got out and fucking got lost in the woods. So basically, I live here in the Huron National Forest, and she got out somehow, and we looked for her for 2 solid days, day in, day out, and we could not find her, kind of to the point where we started to almost lose hope. You know what I mean? Because in the second day of looking, we got a snowstorm that was a foot of snow, bitterly cold. And at that point, you know, I had to actually have that kind of talk with my daughters, like, you know, realistically, she may be gone. You know what I mean? With the weather we've just had, and that she's been gone now for a few days. But even though, you know, but my daughter Lexi I that hangs out in chat, posted pictures of her, and it actually got around Facebook, and it got around Instagram, and the local dog people, she's like dog savior people, picked it up and passed it along. And then like 2 weeks went by, okay, and she's, like I said, lost in the Huron National Forest. She shows up fucking 12 miles away in the nearest town. Some hunters found her and brought her up to the closest house, assuming that she's wagging that tail, assuming that it was their dog, or they knew who it was. And so they took it in. They're like, no, that's our dog. But we know, we've seen this dog on the internet. And they got on the local page there, and sure shit, and they it was her. So they contacted us and was like, hey, we think we found your dog. And we went out there, and sure shit, and it was her.
How many days later is this?
14 days of being in the forest.
Oh, wow.
And then to this day, you know, it's weird. She has this.
She could talk.
Oh, I know it. You know, when we got her back, She slept with her eyes open for almost
She's got
a
the
month.
PSD, Bingus. There's her PSD.
And but nowadays she's got this she's got it's a little horsey about this big, and she is so protective about it. Like at some point she'll hide it and she'll cry, and we all like wonder what if it reminds her of something that helped her, or a little friend she may have found in the forest while she was gone. But she's very protective of this little toy, and like I said, at times she'll just look at it and cry. But yeah, that's her story, man. And it's a hell of a story.
That's a good dog
Miracle.
story.
Miracle.
Before 20.
Happy 420.
To all the pets.
That's an incredible story. It's like
Yeah.
14 days. By then you were resigned. You lost your dog.
It was bitterly cold up here in northern Michigan that year too. Bitterly cold. We got tons and tons of snow. But yeah, she made it through all odds, and made it back home. Miraculously made it back home.
Reminds me of the Manfred story. Manfred was a dog, big dog. It was a kind of a savior dog, and we used to go up into the mountains and do these hot spring baths late at night, right? And get really
Daisy, come on.
high on whatever we could find and get up there and sit in these tubs. We would take Manfred. And one time we got so fucking stoned, we took off and no Manfred, right? So we're like, we get home and where's Manfred? We're talking 50 miles or so. And he's like, fuck. So he drives all the way back. No Manfred. And everybody's pissed and stuff. Fucking month later, Manfred shows up at his door. I couldn't fucking believe it. Unbelievable. I mean, to come
How the
down
heck
from
did they do that?
and Manfred lived quite a while too. Manfred was a smart little bugger. It wasn't little.
How big of a dog was it? What kind?
Well, there's lots of those incredible stories.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, 420, I'm out of here. Another great therapy session.
Cheers, Vegas. Smoking Girl Frazier. Does this girl look familiar to you? We were just talking about you. He's got the other one. He's got the twin to her. So.
Later, Bangus. Yeah.
Cheers, Vegas. Have a great day, brother. I know you're gone,
I think I'm gonna slip out too because I'm kind of fading. I'm really tired. I had a busy week. So, anyways, I'll catch you guys later. I had a good time catching up. I missed you guys. Peace and love always.
Take care, Johnny. Thank you for popping in, checking in. Have a blessed day, brother.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the third to follow. Always good to hang with you guys. Have a good weekend.
You too, my friend. Thank you for popping in.
Yeah, always fun. Bye.
Mr. Green Fingers, it's down to 2.
Fuck. Didn't know it was 420 already.
Oh, it came fast.
I
For some reason, that seems like the wrong thing to say to you.
didn't even get to show fucking. It did come fast. But I didn't get to show a face today. Till now. So, hell yeah.
Dude.
Good night, everybody. Plant the seed. Thank you, Eagle, for being on again. Great show earlier. Fucking bots were ruthless tonight, man. Jesus Christ.
I will see you tomorrow, my friend.
I can't get this freaking button. It's turning off every time I press it. My God. It's not a button. I guess it's a screen, but it's dirty, so. 3, 2, 1. Peace.
Wash that thing. Well, to the rest of you guys, thank you for hanging out with me this evening. I have had a great evening hanging out both with Paisley Acres and everybody else that popped in. Of course, Bingus, Mr. Green Fingers, Bud E Kilowatts, and of course Johnny Greenfinger or Johnny Green Thumb or Johnny Caniseed. So sorry, Johnny. I think I was a little tongue-tied because I do have another Johnny coming on this Wednesday. One that we've kind of talked about many a times, and I am very much looking forward for the chance to sitting down and talking to him one-on-one. You initially seen him on the Bigfoot Campfire episode. He was the Johnny Green Thumb who sat there and played acoustic for us. That awesome night up there at the Bigfoot Lodge. Man, I'm so hoping that we can make something happen there to make that magical night, that magical event fucking happen again, because man, that is a fun event, and we do need to try to somehow save that event or put something in place at that event, because it is a special place and a special event. We do need to save something there. So it will be Johnny Green Thumb 710 will be here, back to subject matter, and we'll be here Wednesday talking about his cannabis experience, his love of music. He's an amazing extract artist as well. Buddy, get out of the camera. Go on. Get out of here, you guys. Jeez. And with that being said, buddy. You get all the dogs hanging out. They're not used to being in the house and being this empty. Yeah. So check that out this Wednesday. It's gonna be a fucking another fun episode. Looking forward to that. Tonight, my guest will be, just trying to look it up real quick so I didn't fuck it up. I believe it is Best Friend Farms. Yeah, Best Friend Farms there. It's going to be a fun episode tonight at 11:30. If you want to, look them up on Instagram if you're curious to see what they're about. Best Friends Farms will be here tonight. With that being said, it is time to get out of here. Might as well pick up where we left off with a little bit of Macklemore. That'd be good. Some cool details of name. I'm Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical McGullicuddy, Rick T the Rebel, the 9207 Baby, Salinas, Dave's not here, Tom Smoot, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eye Jedi Grows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Run Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Stang Man, Okie Grower 75, Michael, Corey Treble, Michael Wallace, Mo Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Name, Taco, Don Sluck, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pets Fan 420, Biomanager, Dirt Road Dude, Kanashiba, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dave Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, 710, Canuck, Canna Queen, Genetics, Tabby Tanazzi, Boomer, Dirtman, Dan, Keith Black Sales, Missable Sales, Zimbrium Guards, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jess, Soul Root, Small Tunes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Wide, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Sub T Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weed Nerd, Last PPJ 15, Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, 8 Grower, DOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Kennedy, Nutrient Shootout, Snotty Nicky, Zoe and Slimer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, I Spy, Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T, Stu Moon, Mo Grower, The Canna Crate, Loki Grow, Sussex Guy, Burton 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grow, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy One for Life, way back farmer, D-Block, MMP, Nations Creations, Amerlonic, Psychedelic, Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky, Rob, Big Day 420, Brett Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Mad Wine, G3, The Green Click, JK Triple G, Mr. Sprinkly, Brittany, and Tyler Teasley, Old Farms, Lisa G, John, Beach Crazy for you, BGWG 420, Dr. Buzz, Will, Kryptum OG, Anthro, Sensimilia, Anthro, Just Face 420, East Coast Girl 420, Sir Hal, Trey Malone, Keep It Real, Hagathon 420, Seth Evelyn, Audit Everywhere, BT, Double D, Rios, Bangus, Green Puffin, Man, Alex Boyk, South Life School, Crop, Because I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Hokie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Randy Family Farms, Page Farms, Beyond Flower, Ryan Edison, Green 13, News How I Wins, Kingdom Agroponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane Bengarden, Streamer, 77 Double D, Bad Buddy, Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nodes, from 619, 664, Spaniard Grover, Jones, the Girl, Pop G Grows, Raz, Amy, Joe Grows, Cast, and the Joe from Heart Podcast, Lee Luna, the Green Med Block, Jeremiah Miranda, Sony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soul, Jason ISO, Pete Wynn, David Goldby, Mason 662, Scroggy makes Scroggington, Fourth, the Goddess Rose, Kaylee Burrows, Chad and Brad Family Farms, Paulie P, Kevin Jodry, Mike Concho, Jay Huggins, UGA, Green Tree Huggins, Green Tree Hunter, that is, Kush Cloud, Joshua Seedson, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Bane Messick, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sargent, Claire Fleshno, Happy Guy, Dan the Indoor Man, Gromies, Homies, Hamilton, Grown, Clip Smoke, Canis, Clip Keystone, Cannon Flag, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, H. Drew Hustle, Fred Darncala, Snow Slow, Jesse White, Gastain Yeti, our Introvert Genetics, So Jay, Vixen, Robin, Mr. Killer 8, Mo, James Buttercream, C-Dub from NorCal, the Pharmacy Seabags, Deadhead, Smoky 616, Curtis Mayhem, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, Intended Seeds Web, Carries K. Mike Rubles, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lauren Gonzalez, Soda Get Up, Papa Co 719, Make with Shake, baby. Old Smoke, PWC, Grow Bud, Thor Washmans, Weed Blunt, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Honcho, Grown, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Puget Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T. Crispy, Wannabe, what the fuck am I listening to? I don't know, but that ain't gonna work. Mr. Soul Food Spectrum gone, God. Oh man, they've left me in a dilemma. What am I gonna? Oh, to see what this takes us. Crispy Wannabe, Mr. Soul Food Spectrum gone, God, Lori Hanson, Real 2,000 years of tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pip Jamie, Roadie Bay, Show Me That's Why I fuck Google and you. I'm going well. Canadian Restore, Forward Dirt Farm, Call Right Up there, Humble Farms, Tannery Farm, seldom seen.
Oh, yeah. Why you make it so complicated?
Oh, right there. Old Park Guard, Tail 9782, Skokie Pack Mush, Artist 2012, Michael Slade Hafner, Daniel McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert Mr. Green Fingers, motherfucking Thomas, Ranger Coach of Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champlin, Bobby Lynn Means, Trench Zillier, Mr. Mac, Tony Light Bologna, Bill S. We Peace, Tater Delicious, Mitty, Country Roots, here on Fire tonight, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Tina 101, Buds Enhancer, Mr. Club 14, Bearded Bee Man, Bar 616, All Up North, Max Screwman, Ruby, Timothy McKimmons, Neo, Justin Bean, Sir Chronic 88, Fat Belly Real, Jennifer Steele, Kimba 03, Dirt Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolf Steam, Firesaw, Wally, Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Rasta Bob, White Feather Grows, Ernest Room, Toe Grows, Hank, K-Man Grows, BX Gunna 81, Smith, New Grows, Sean McCann, J Bunks, Dake, a General, Walla, Cannonball, Canna Grow, that it's Fall Dog, Huron, Cancer, Console, it lists Parish Rock, Babe, Justice Bank 420 bin, Fresh Herb Thriving, or Fresh Grow Thriving Herbs, High Boy, your baby grows, we be growing Australia grown, beloved blend, Argo American, Smile Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Hawaii's Highest Surf Crab, Micro Goon, Jeff Lovells, Mobius Gold, Tank, Brownies, Dan D, Elliot Hargis, Mystic Flavor, The Foraging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Million Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ, Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, Deeds Bag, Drone Star, Shotgun Willie, Dake Yoda, Jay Simmons, Turbo Rhodes, Black Men's Code, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, late 1978, Michigan Grown Buzz, Yo Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas, 420, Seeking Cola, Dylan Cypher, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sungrown 707, J8 Grows, J420, Cascadian Grows, Tito, Bruce McGee, 4 Plants, 8 Weed Works, Captain Scruggs, Skokie Buns, House Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, Agaster Tempe, Andy Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles, 11, Bindu Buds, Mike Michael Ross and Plenty, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Grows, Evergreen Hayes, G Friends Tree, MMJ, Matt Ass, Save Ball, Dragonfly B, Justin Mans, Travis Walls, Lucky Mike, Seattle from Conic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blessed Gold Seeds, Shango Gas, Lasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Trichomes, Boca King, Raz, Papa Little, Soul Roll, Spike Pilot, Alex Screw, Green Jr., Matt Silver, Into 11, Stephanie V, Shark Pulley 989, Bob Brown, Sovereign Gardens, Sonar Nation 420, Joe White Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Boo, Jake Myers to mid, Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagsy, Dr. GGC, Jeff Shredder 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag, Skipple 1, Med Grower 1, Empire Breeding Go for Goalie, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Dangle, B Bear 7, Ali Noble, CK Tom Trinidad, Looney Justice, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Door, Michigan Core, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb, Mr. Green Thumb, no bum on that, 420, 808, Rudy Prospects, again, the bus driver, Hate Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T Ben, TM 42696, Root Nuts, Dr. Scrambles, BB Moon Rocks, GHF, Double J, Bio Green, Self Grower, Hanky Stakey 420, OGKP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Speed Growing, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer Bee Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Eve, Soul 4 Life, Bully 4 Life, The Jeff 42069, Diva 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, Goddamn My Mate, Ted's Tesla, Rippin' Bad Boy, Jack Green Stuff 420 Farms, Charlie Farms 420, Aldridge 25, Smiling Scar, JD, Smith D's Nugs, Smoking Roll Fraser, Roll Cosby, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolved, Cameron, Mr. Bagseed, Jill Carter, Missing Word, Mr. Grower, Ginger Snap, TTE, Greg Wolf, DLP 2372, Mike Denver, Ned Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Kim Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Lighted Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical, FJ Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Date Man Dan, Date Man 420, Red Center Farms, Good Life, Tony Bedell, Chicha B, Most Hated Grower, The Major General 420 Army, The American One, W Digger 7414, Sarates, Kinios, and then Mountain Skies Ready, Hit That Hot By, Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Epipay Cam, Finger Lates Finest, Bridge Pet, Dozer Moon, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jerry Bear, +1, Mushroom, Secret City Pioneers, Find a Little Tent, 2042, Spacewalker, Christian, Tree Mump, T. Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, Mike B, T. Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural, Farms Pacific, Northwest Seeds, Roscoe, Paul, Lemon Holco, Trent, Rita's, Juicy Life, 420, Grant Manual, Mary Bounds, Emmy Sizzle, 9-inch Colas, Chris Wu, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, The Cannon Brew, The Kind Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wire, Bobby, Sean Benz, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Snug, Magma Seed, Father and Son Trimming Tutorial, Sub T Tank, Jose Ramirez, Perez, Doggo the Hut, 420 Buck, Chiba Man, GR 420 Community Videos, Detroit River at Lewis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captive Auto, Chet Bob 13, Maine 420 Medgrower, Cookie Coops, in for the grill, Backwoods, all good, Sally Man, Mr. Chanel Simpson, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roads, Kazoo, Mr. Burden, Aaron Burden Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln Sinkin, Angel Studios, MG, the 420 Grow Tent, Paul DL, John Fleming, Dankovich, Fibroflower, Paul E. P. Seldom Seen Elevated, Lenny Organic, Chiba Sunny, Sunman, Jeff Pollock, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J. for Earth Friendly Farming, Kenny Forest Farmer, Fuck All That Be, The Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Gresham, Stoner Baker, MD, Stony Creek, Russ Sonic, Prince Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man, Hermes, Freebird, Moke Grower, Manigar, Simple Man, Survivor One Time, Tim Blake, Gulf Coast, Chronic, St. Fat, Calero, Harley Grower, Jen God, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Hayes, Scuba Steve Speaks, J.R. Ream, Randy K, Steve Collins, CCDR, Claire Gillian, Wardrobe Farming, Randy Grande, Pip 1000, Ace Boot, 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom Be Puffer Smiles, 50 Digit, Mr. Hash, Fred G, Ganja Mooch, Broski 80 weight, Weekend at Bernie's, K-Bag, Justin, Station, Strong, Style, Organic, Zippy, I Medic, Honesty, K-Hell, Meow, Flower, Brett, Boom, Todd, Kendricks, Newton, K&T, Chris D, True Cereal, Full Times, Folk, Natty, Dread, Barbara Matthews, Ancient, Soul Grown, Kevin Jujitsu, Kenna Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Lab, Low Cut, Abby Trendley, Mo Manic Man, Raz Veggie, Helen, Huge Janus, James T, Atomic Spoon, West, Jill, Big Daddy 420, LT Gardens, High Flyer 420, Lobster Brush, Grove, Other Tree, Maine, Yo Boy, Roy Boy, Red Pill, Ecstatic, Shannon Gibbons, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Comfortably, or Cannabis Pursuit, K Rolling, Whirly Buzz, Logan Man 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, Soundtrack Aspect, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, I'm under 420, surrounded by Keith Ferrari Farms, Fringe Dwellers, Single Filers, Happiness Without Guilt, David, Richard Forbes, David went to P4 People, Nicotine, John Reese, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Creep Buffin Man, B. Dunkley, James Chung, Sarge Grows 818, Jan Wayne, Carolina Roots, Sister Goldmere, Dana L. Dangarino, KNF Gardens, Blank 1032's one only beat, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, HIP Grower, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonders, Sunrise Grove, Top Floor, Genex, Mo Vision 420, K2 Cannabis, Jesse Fisher, My Dog Nelly, Roosty Farms, Alex Hardy Gear, Betty Cropper, Daniel Grows Photos, Mint Grown Neds, Sunrise Goes, Alexi, Brittany, and Koo, you guys, I know I love you. No Limit 916, Cubby Told, Alchemix, Canna Mix, thank you for holding it down today. Soul, Lauren Addiction, Rajo, Alex D, Dirty Road, Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dance, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sergeant Rose 818, Blaze, Daily, Pride Purple, Professional Eagle Pride Warrior, Sales Smash War, You Break Break Usada, The Dang Duchess, Keno, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Sing Fat, What About Bob, Ill Juster, Pop Shrooms, John Dorsey, Jen Doe, Dungeon Cancer, THC4, PTSD, T Barracks and Hacho Grown, Swamp Cat, Polaro, Canabinka, Bessa, because John Doe, Mr. Manny D, Kenna Ferrari, 420 AB Normal, Frank Guerrero, Bear Feet, Jay Brent, 74, CK Brown Guy, 420, Pachyderm, 420, Birdie Tree, Main, E Gay, Gray Sun, Grow 207, Hydro Daily, Hemp with GG, Jamie Ream, Supreme Grape, Tony Rockefeller, Caveman Cannabis, Root City, Sin, Why Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead, Cynic, Knuckles, Michael P, Polly B, Quick B, Nimble, But E, Kilowatts, Michael D, 4889, Disbanded Brothers, Vasilia, Matt Joseph, Grace Medicine RX, Keep It Chief, Hydro Daily, Concerned American, Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joy towards these trees, Conscious of Duco, 710 is upside down, Victoria Baduch, What About Bob, Sacred Gardens, Gus Grove, Slick Rick, A Dog Pounds, David St. Louis, Amu Watts, Cassine Yeti, Ed Brent, Amen Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terps, Christopher, Big Force 54, Last Predator, Matthews from SoCal, Sioux, Illinois, Man Beaters, Jinx, Proof Genetics, Source Merge, Genetics, Owner Dude, Joel and Jen from North Shore, Genetics, Carol Ann, Mitsu, Crappy, TAP, 13, Leo Brew, Beyond Perfection, XX, Elite GP, XX, Uncle Soner, Crispy Tree Kitchen, Grows Paradise, LAD, Grown Gardens, I seen a Decoy Bacon, Mrs. Scotto, Fresh Bake One, J. Allen, Big Bob Grows, Jolly Cano, Australian Grown, Jucka 420 Garden, Mr. Daniel Phillips, Minister, Nowhere Man, Selling Sally, Silly Seashells, 562 Ganja, Mike Steve, James Chrysler, Green Ghost Genetics, Zenzola, B. Benson, Astro Charlie, Sativa, Smooth 4 GTC, A Bush Doctor, Dirty Hole Gardens, TK, James C. Weaver, Grow Ohms, Corey Gagnon. Again, what meditative music they got us listening to now? YouTube, what the fuck? It is not time to meditate. Maybe later. You know that. Jeez, YouTube's want me to meditate in the middle of this. We'll finish out with this. Green Hill Farms, Hillbilly Herbs, Tasty Worm, Chirp, Skunky Brewster, YBF, Larry OG, of Boss Farm, Spartan Grown, Green, Johnny Green Thumb 710. That's the dude I was talking about. Will be here Wednesday. Michigan Wildflower, of course, his partner, awesome lady as well. Sullivan C, Gambler, Tano Calla, DP710, Caribou TV, Virginia Herbs, Equilibrium Genetics, Red Primo, Trophy Truck, Skyway, Kevin O'Donnell, School of Crop Truck, Stupid Trucker, eBay Bud Tender, The Glass Girl 420 Grow, Ted Nux, Matt Javine, Greg 77, Ted Nux, Skunk 8 Glass Works, Beast Mode 347, Mike Atomic Skier, JMA 182, Justin Gucci, Webcam, damn, you were fucking heavy tonight. Hey, Fat J, Cooted, Pip 1000, Dan, Sony, Sunshine Farm, Daydream, Spread, Star, Mountain Marie, Scotty Nowhere, Justice Make Not Sure, Red Bear Farm, Two Dog Seeds, Butt Plug, Bugaloo, Diggity Dank, oh, wrong side, Luck E, Claude E, Goslin, Mao T World, Green Galil, CT Gardens, Benny Ben, Up and Able, Mr. Mar, Duber, Kush Dirt 5, Sentimental, Green Gallus, Alberta Cannabis Growers, Earth Creeper, Don Hazel, Hurt, Matt Ness, John Goss, Cool Word, Robert Rittenhouse, Pedro Dizzy, Joey Berger, Mr. DeVille, Mikey from Maui Gold Genetics, Missy Danks, the Dragonfly, Earth Medicine, Thunder Dan, San Luis, Grown, Super Bob, Dutch Grows, 420, Tough Impact, Mr. Tree Green, Gypsy 1, Das 2 Floor 1, Dirty Rotten Imbecile 69, City Gauge, Jitterbug, Sovereign Paco Paco, Brady, Ridley, Val F, Tough Impact, Crazy People Doing Stuff, Wait Pipe, Multiple Division, Patio, Graves, Bears Growing at Home, Invaders, Getting Open, Blue Kiss Gardens, Crack Baby, CWC, Short for Life, Token Pirate, Supernatural, Brittany, Nicole, Sacred Gardens, Ross, Joey One Love, Mr. No BS, Penny Ripples, Penny Pebble Rippers, Frank, Rowdy 420, Jeff, J. Reese, Dog Day Gardens, Clarine, Big Force 54, the 420 Green Goddess, Luke Cell, Pearly Breaker, Christ, Trichome Jungle, Diggity Dank, Al the Beastly, Lower KF, Swimmer 22, the Grow Boss, Jim Clemmer, Nora, MB Closet Grower. Dang, I don't know why I stumble on that one each and every time. Blinded by the Light, Weed Fairy, and a Grow Gnome, Miss Vicious.cast, Mr. Toad, Uncle Rick, Mr. 12 and 12, Cassie the Pirate Fairy, Mark Leafly Hill, Handicap PK, Urban Remo, Red Dragon, Genetics, Las Vegas, Journey of a Grower, Dab Hunter, JG, GML, of course, thank you for supporting the show, my friend, Leafly, Wiggly, Cam the Cannon Man, High and Type 420, PG, the Humble Local 2.0, Nicotine, K Good Farms. God, I still don't know who the fuck I wrote. Say we're Wolf. I believe that's how I'm supposed to say that. How Papa Pew, Eddie Alvarez, Turp Wizard, of course, Paisley Acres. Last but not least, I'm not gonna forget you this fucking time. Weed is 207. Love you, buddy. Sorry, I forgot you. I'm grateful for all these people on these lists. They tuned in, they chatted, they took part in the show. They helped keep this motherfucker going. Thank you guys for everybody. Even if you're on that list, I am sorry. I will work my best to get you on that list. Keep participating in chat, watching. That's the most important thing. And hopefully you guys know the deal by now. If this is the end of your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, please take time for a little bit of self-love, a little meditation like YouTube keeps trying to get us to do. They go out there, have an amazing, prosperous Saturday along the lines of hopefully your amazing weekend. Take time to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. And somehow it turns out it's a good reason why this show keeps going. Thank you guys. You're one of the biggest random acts of kindness. Tuning into this thing night after night, making this dream come true for me. I can't thank you enough. Join me tonight when my guest will be Best Friends Gardens tonight at 11:30. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, especially those you guys who bucked up and went over to the Patreon. Please bear with me on that shit. I'm still learning it. I'm trying to make it worth your while to head out over there. I want to keep what happens on over there and Patreon, the people that donate, contribute in that way. I want to keep that monetary shit. I want you guys to have t-shirts. I want to try to get you guys seeds. I want to keep the content free. I don't want to be one of those pay-to-fucking watch bullshits. But if you're going to pay to help out and have me over there, I sure the fuck want to make sure you get something. So I want to make t-shirts, seeds, all that good shit available over there if you want to help out. If not, no worries. Keep watching. It's still going to happen. But it's going to go a little bit further with the help from the great folks 35, 36 of you cool motherfuckers so far. And I can't tell you, that shit has reinvigorated me and helped me. It's going to help me achieve some new goals with this show. Only with your help. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Sorry for that last bit of the spiel, but it is what it is. I love you guys. I will see